stopped here at Boron off the 58 freeway in California in the high desert, and it is 105 degrees out here. It's a quarter till 4 on Wednesday, and yeah, it's hot. A lot of life is wrestling with our own selfishness, and people manifest their selfishness in different ways. One sign of how unhealthy selfishness manifests itself is how long and how deep our relationships are, how long we go with our relationships. If you're changing friends all the time, if your friends don't even hang out with you anymore, or if they can't be with you because they're annoyed with you, or if you can't handle them, or if you've moved on to other things, there's so many ways that long-lasting relationships can be healthy. One of the biggest killers of that is probably selfishness. Now, if we're self-consumed or we keep shifting interests, then most likely the friends that we hang out with are going to shift too. But there's another level of selfishness that comes into play when we actually push people away, because we stop caring what they think. We stop caring about them because we're more about myself, us, me, and over time what ends up happening is that you move on to a new set of friends, you push away those old friends. And one of the barometers is how many friends for long periods of time have you had, And I know this isn't a real question for a lot of people out there, but there are some people out there that keep pushing away friends and make new friends, keep pushing away friends and make new friends, It's, in terms of life experience, it could be adventurous and fun and, you're shifting gears, but all the burnt relationships, all the damaged relationships that you leave in the wake, not a good sign of who you are and where your energies lie. Just watch out and reflect on how you love people and how you treat other people versus how much you're absorbed in your ideas and your way of doing things. There's a beauty in having a big capacity for people that are different from you. So a couple of days ago, I was driving and I parked and it was 100 and something. I am in Phoenix, Arizona. It's Thursday. And not moving, sitting still with the sunlight hitting directly on my truck. It is 121 degrees. I have the AC on the back of the truck, but it's not cool enough to keep me cool in here. It is boiling hot. It's right before the sun's going down, and it's evening time, but it's still this hot, so I'm not looking forward to tonight. It's it's gonna be tough trying to sleep tonight. So it's Saturday night, and I am still in Phoenix here. I'm at my operating center here. My refrigerator in my truck completely died. It didn't completely die. The lights come on, you hear a humming noise, but the refrigerator isn't working. So when I put food in there, it just gets hot and humid, and it's weird. So they replaced the refrigerator, but while they were replacing the refrigerator, they had to replace my tires. And so they didn't have the same size tires or something, so they have to replace all 8 of them in the back. Not the front steers, but the drives. And so, yeah, it's late here, and they still have not given me my last assignment to go home. Yeah, the planners didn't assign my last assignment, so I'll be driving well into Sunday. I get 6 runs, but yeah, I'm tired. And so, yeah, it's time for me to sleep, but they're still working on the tires, so it's going to take a while. But sometimes in trucking, you think things are going to go a certain way, but it doesn't go that way. It doesn't go the way you think sometimes, and you have to be ready for that. Unfortunately, the last 3 weeks have been really bumpy, and so, it kind of saps your strength a little bit. You feel a little bit burnt out. So, yeah, hopefully next week is better. It's going to be a short weekend for me, so it is what it is, can't complain. So, got to make the most of it. But at least I got the refrigerator problem fixed, and I got hopefully better tires in the back, and be ready to hit the road without any issues next week. So, yeah. What's going on, my people? So this week was a very challenging week. I'm actually still here in Phoenix, and the people that are loading my load refuse to load it any faster than they have to. The load, they say, is going to be ready at 1 p.m. That was the appointment time. I got here at 8 something in the morning because I need to get home for a dinner, and unfortunately it seems like that dinner appointment is going to get ruined. The company is supposed to have me home before 5 p.m., but it looks like I'm going to probably be home at like 8 o'clock. I don't know. It's really frustrating. I don't want to keep complaining, but there's moments where you just feel like, really, Like, is it worth it? Because, you're not working just for sacrificing yourself for the company. You're working because you want to live your life and enjoy time with family and friends and do stuff. So yeah, so you sacrifice during the week, and then in the weekends, like we were promised, you want to go ahead and live your life, at least for a brief moment, until you go back to the grind. But when they start taking those moments away from you, that's when you start getting upset. And unfortunately, I told the company, hey, I said, give me something for my return trip home on Thursday. And then they said, yeah, they'll take care of you. And then on Friday, I said, hey, can I get my return trip home? Because, I've been through this situation before where you get left hanging. So I asked, hey, give me something. They said, no, you know what? They have somebody coming in on Saturdays, and these Saturday people will take care of you. I go, okay, because that's not the case usually, because usually on Saturdays, I'm left hanging. If they try to make serious decisions on Saturday, nothing happens. So sure enough, Saturday rolls around, and I ask, and they said, we have nothing. You have to wait till Sunday morning. Nobody cares. They don't care. They just think, oh, you know what? You're the driver. That's part of your job. Suck it up. That kind of attitude, right? And that's not cool. Like, if you're on one team, you want to take care of your teammates, right? Anyway, unfortunately, and it happens, there wasn't a load for me to get back. But if they would have planned me like I asked them on Thursday, they would have probably had something. Or if they would have planned me on Friday, they would have probably had something. But they pushed it off until Saturday, and there was nothing. So on Sunday, they barely gave me this load, but it's a 1 p.m. pickup. I'm supposed to be home by 5, and it's a 1 p.m. pickup in Phoenix. So I'll be home probably after 8 p.m. I don't know. The system's so big, people don't really care about you. They can't. They don't have the one-to-one relationship with you where they can care about you. I mean, your directs, they usually care about you, but even them, they're probably overwhelmed. And unfortunately, when you have a 5-day-a-week desk job and you go home for the weekend and hoping that your drivers are taken care of while, you're at home. Unfortunately, those other people, they don't care about the drivers. They don't. They're just out there doing their job. And so anyway, I don't mean to rant because it's still a decent week, but when you have to change all your family plans, it is very, very upsetting, especially when you make those family plans on times that you're going to be home. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't home. It's a long rant, but I'm frustrated. 3 weeks of slow play and drama. Things have to get better. I mean, it's turning back into what it used to be. And I was just saying about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, yeah, things have gotten a lot better at this company. Unfortunately, I'm not very happy right now. They need to pay more attention to their drivers' needs. Thank you for following me on this journey. Sorry for the negative video. God bless all of you. If you're a driver out there, stay safe. Peace. Until next time, cheers.